going off like crazy. Suiting for the title, okay? Alright, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because there's a lot of people that want to pretend to like care about things and they think that they're bringing people information and they're all open and stuff. They pretend to be open and stuff. I'm like, okay. But what I've noticed with those people, certain people, not everybody, is that when you leave a comment or you say something, especially when it has truth behind it or like any kind of knowledge or anything, they get all aggro and upset and they like it's the end of the world and they just can't handle anything in the dramatic about it. If you're posting something about, especially when it's from your heart and you're trying to inform people about stuff, especially when it comes to the topic of gay, lesbian, and transgender, and you're not gay or lesbian and transgender, and you're straight, and you're trying to like bring some knowledge or something, and you're not open for debate or discussion or in any new information, especially when it comes from a gay, a lesbian, or a person that is actually living the life of LGBTQ, and you get all upset, then you are not seeking to supply compassion and knowledge. You are just speaking to hear yourself speak. Okay? That's the test right there. If they're not open for debate or not even a debate or just information, new information from somebody, especially someone that lives that life, they're not they're not trying to talk from their heart and bring knowledge. They're just trying to blow smoke up your ass. So that's why I say bitch please. Okay? If you're straight and you're trying to like supply knowledge on our behalf, that's like me trying to supply knowledge and know-how about being black. I don't know what it's like to be black in America or in the world in general. I have no right at all to assume that I know what it's like to be black. It's the same thing, it goes for the same thing. If you're straight, you have no idea what it's like to live on this planet as one of us. And I'm not trying to create barriers or walls. I'm just trying to supply knowledge. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay to have inquiries and debates about things like this, especially if you don't know what you're talking about. But if you genuinely have compassion and you want to supply knowledge, you have to be open to people telling you, hey, this is what it's like. This is what it really is like. And when you say this kind of thing, it's offensive. And if you really do care, you have to respect them. If you don't care, which most people really that just make videos to hear themselves talk, they don't really care. They just want to make a video. They want to live off of life, sucking life out of others. Coast off the tails of other people, the coattails of others. Especially if you're going to make a video about being gay, lesbian, or transgender, and you have no clue what it's like to be like us. You know that it doesn't make. That's why I say, bitch, please, come on, quit pretending to be something that you're not. I just really hate people that are posers. They pretend to care about you, and then when it's convenient for them, and then they just take it away like it means nothing at all. Like I said before, it's like making a beautiful cake and then using shit frosting. You know, there's a lot of bullshitters out there that are trying to mislead and guide hate, really, in the disguise of compassion. People that are supposed to be loving and educated people, too. Educated people, people with degrees. There's a lot of stupid, smart people out there. Educated, dumb people, really. I guess you can't, and a lot of my friends have said this to me. I guess you can't teach compassion. If you either have it or you don't. True compassion and human connection comes from your heart, and you can't teach that. You can't learn it, you know. And it's sad that there's so many people that want to deface, just devalue us as human beings, you know, just because it's convenient for them. They want to continue that facade. The same thing with feminists. See, I'm a feminist, but my version of a feminist is not those crazy ones that hate men. That doesn't even make sense to me. A feminist is a balance in the world, seeks balance, equal rights. So I'm a bad person because I want to fight for equal rights, for equal pay for women. I'm a bad person because I think it's wrong that people don't educate female children just because they're girls. You know, it's wrong because we have to pay pink taxes and that, pregnancy leave. I think that, guys, there should be an equal balance on that. If women get paid pregnancy leave, guys should get paid pregnancy leave. It should be balanced, you know. I'm not just fighting for the rights of women, I'm fighting for rights of humanity. And there's going to be crazy people in every group that you could think of. There's going to be extremists. And they're going to taint the name of any group. And, being a feminist, a lot of Christians don't want that. Catholics, Christians, religious, they don't want that. Because they like that keeping the women suppressed. That women have a place. They have a place. Women do their role and men do theirs. No, we're people. We have to make it. We have to connect and, survive any way that we can. In order to do that, we have to have understanding, true understanding of a human being. The only thing that really separates us is chemicals. Chemicals in our brain, chemicals in our body. Because our bodies are made up of the same thing. It's just chemicals. You change that one chemical and you get a results of that one thing. That's why we get hermaphrodites and all different kinds of variety, a rainbow of people, because there's all different kinds of chemical flowing around. And it's sad that people misrepresent, I don't know, that they mislead people. Like the Me Too movement. That's, I regardless of who started it and shit, I don't care about that. The point of the matter is that group was started to give people that were victims of sexual assault a voice. And we're missing the whole point. All because of political stance. All because of bullshit. The people that really suffer are the people that need it. The victims. They get re-victimized. But, I'm not surprised because that's the way society is. We victimize the victim again, over and over again. Because it's convenient. I don't know. We train ourselves to do that. It's sad. All these people are losing out on an opportunity to express themselves. And the other people, the other side, are just making fun of them. Just for a political moment. So the whole thing is all messed up. We have to be bigger people and notice the flaws and notice where they're coming from and the motive behind it, the reason why they want it like that. Why are we so disconnected? Why are we so separate from each other politically now? We're really separated, And all this bullshit gets in the way of being human. It's sad. So I had to get that off my chest. If people pretend to presume to know something that they don't, and they're just talking to talk, there's no hope of communicating with them because they're not going to listen anyway. How can you? I mean, that's an oxymoron in itself. If you say that you care and it's coming from love, but yet you're not listening to a person that actually experiences being gay, a lesbian, or transgender, if you're not going to listen to them, then it's not from love, and you're not seeking knowledge. And that's sad. We all lose that. I don't want to hang out with a person like that. I don't want to be around a person like that. No, no. It's not my cup of tea. I'm tired of people like that, you know? They're just too far gone. They lie to themselves. And they're not open for healing. I mean, really, genuinely healing. They're just there passing time, talking to themselves, basically. You know, that's what I feel I'm doing now, but I'm pretty sure you guys get the drift. I have to voice my opinion on this. You know, I feel that it's an important topic, and it's recently came up a few times. Straight people talking as if they know what's going on in our lives, knows what it's like to be us, when it's misleading, and it's heart wrenching that there's nothing that we as a society can do about it because they're so closed off. And then they turn around and they flip it around and it's all you. It's all you. If you have a problem, if you ever had a problem in your life with mental health, if you've been homeless, I mean, this is the shit that they pour out. You know, you pour yourself into these people, trusting them, quote unquote. Well, you know, believing in them, and then all of a sudden they're like, I don't believe you. And besides, there's something wrong with you. You have a mental disorder. You lived on the streets, so you're lesser a person. Like, you've been devalued as a person. They look at you like you're a piece of shit. Like you mean nothing. Like your words are worthless because you've been homeless or you have a mental health problem. And that's got to stop. We're never going to really heal if we're just pretending to do the work when in reality it's a facade. We're just going to continue to hurt each other and be disconnected, and it's going to get worse. And maybe it's supposed to get worse. Who knows? Maybe we're not supposed to be connected as human beings. That's what I'm looking around, and it's like, I don't think that we're supposed to connect. I don't think that we're supposed to heal because it's not. We've tried every avenue, and it's like it's not even. Well, maybe we haven't. We have not tried every avenue. I think that we're really comfortable doing the same shit over and over again, the same stuff over and over again. We're comfortable in the negativity. We're comfortable in the destruction of each other. And that's why religion pushes suppressing women, you know, saying that they have their place and you have to look this way, act this certain way, you know. And there's people that even, you know, don't claim religion, that even teaches the same thing in the Bible. You can't say that you're not religious if you're pushing the same spiel that's in the book. If you say women have a place and they should act this certain way and be this certain way if you want a man, and by the way, don't ever get advice for relationships from a person that's single. Okay? Because, you know, especially if they haven't even really been with anybody. It just, we can't, it's like I'm struggling. It's like the words that I say are just empty and it's not reaching anybody. And I just continue to find people that just like sucking the life out of me, or, you know, I gotta cut these leeches off of me. and they pretend. I just find fake people. I mean, I always find something wrong. It's not that I don't judge. I don't judge them. It's just that I take the experience that I had and I learn from it. I don't see them any less of a person. They're still a person, a human being. I don't look at them any differently. I still love them as a person. It's just that I can't be around them. They're negative and they're not open. They're fake, especially with people that accuse me of being a liar or a man hater. I mean, come on. Anybody that knows me knows that I don't hate men. I think like a man. I have more in common with men than I do women. I've been hurt by more women in my life than I have been men. So, I mean, that's a true sign that the person doesn't really know the truth of, especially a person that claims to know the truth about everybody, has some sort of psychic special power. Cameo has a phone call. you know, you can't claim to know the truth about someone and in the same breath say, I don't know you, and then call them a liar when they just told you that you know, their life story. And I know what I say is true. So if I'm saying the truth and yet you're saying, I don't know you, and you're a liar, you're just scamming off other people. Yes, I'm going back on that topic because that really hurt my feelings, and I don't really get to explain myself that's the crappy part, is that I don't get to defend myself. That's like walking up to a lion, slapping them in the face, and expect them not to have a reaction or chase you or eat you. You know what I mean? How do you expect to insult someone repetitively over and over again and not expect me, to say something back, to defend myself? It doesn't matter anyway, because the words that I say, they won't comprehend it. They won't get it. They're not open enough, which is sad. It's frustrating to me that I can't not say my piece and be heard by that person, and that person goes, oh, okay, I get what you're saying. I understand. I can't have a conversation with that person. Why would I want somebody like that in my life? And yet I find them. My picker's off or something. I don't know. They find me. Doesn't last very long nowadays. I'm cutting people off like left and right. I'm done with the bullshit. Bitch, please. And that's where that phrase comes in. Bitch, please. Okay? I'm done with your pretend, your fake facade. You can lie to yourself all you want, but you can only lie to me once. And then you're done. So we'll keep it civil and respectful and kind, but you can find somebody else to insult and not believe and torment, because I that's what I feel like. I've been tormented by people like that for too often, and professionals nonetheless, people that went to school for psychological schooling. They have the know-hows. They know how human beings are and how they react and what it means and how they got there, and yet they still resort to being a little kid that's throwing a little temper tantrum, or an aggressive jackal. It doesn't matter how educated you are. If you are an insensitive, unpure, cruel, mean person, your true colors are going to fly. And I'm going to see them. And I guarantee you, if someone's talking shit about other people, and that's what they do all the time, they're going to talk about you. And that's a definition of character. So that person, if you see them talking shit about someone else, guarantee you they're talking about you too, behind your back. That's a little key. That's a turn off. That's a way turn off for me. Way. Oh, you might say that I'm talking shit about this person that wronged me now, but I'm not talking shit. I'm just telling you my story, and I'm not saying their names because there's more than one. I'm just telling you what happened to me, and if anybody else has gone through it, and I'm just tired of straight people talking for gay and lesbian transgender people like they know what's going on. It's merely speculation. If you're straight, it's merely speculation. It's not fact because you're just fumbling around in the dark because you don't know what it's like to be us. You don't. So you have no right. You know, you have the right to ask questions. You have the right to understand. You have the right for knowledge. You have the right for acceptance and unconditional love, compassion. You have the right to that. You don't have the right to demean us, to spread lies and hate and negative views and your opinion. Well, everybody has a right to their own opinion, and everybody, like I always say, opinions are all like assholes, and everybody's got one, you know. And I'm done with that. So, much love. Have a awesome night, you guys. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you learned a little bit and agree. You guys can make a comment if you want. I am very open. I love socializing. I love debating in a healthy, respectful way, not in a childish way. I love communicating and getting new knowledge from different people's perspective on the matter. Very open.